The girl has a paper plate in front of her face. Like, why? Why? Feminism, fascism, and film. Oof, yummy. I'm just drowning in books, y'all. Depression? Howdy, y'all. How we all doing? I'm jet lagged. I woke up at 3 in the morning today. And then I doom scrolled on TikTok for like 2 hours. And I was like, what am I doing? Why don't I do this instead? And the this for today is to show you... Okay. Is to show you all the books that I brought with me back to Korea. Really no reason. I mean, there's a few reasons why, but we'll get into it. Just a cute little quickie for y'all. If you've forgotten, it's your boy Nate. I read books because reading is sexy, and if you're not reading, you're not sexy. So let's get into it, shall we? Got our cold brew for today. And has anyone ever tried these True Bars? This is the daydreaming about donuts flavor. Can we take a quick bite? It's a protein bar. It's got pea protein, brown rice, almonds, and cassava. Does it taste like a donut? Let's go. Does it look like a donut? That's an important question. I mean, it looks like someone smushed it, and that's my fault perhaps, but oh god. Well, that is just a really sad protein bar, isn't it? Well, tastes like a donut. Like if it was sitting out for a day. Not complaining. It was free, can't complain. Okay, let's get into this. Jesus, 2 minutes in already? Okay. First book, which I'm currently reading, is Yukio Mishima's Life for Sale. I already have a Mishima on my shelf back there. But I was just like, I saw this and I was like, I need to pick this up. So I got it. And I just did it because of this cover. Like, how could you not? Such a fun cover. And what a stud. What a stud he is. This is so odd. It's about a man who's put his life up for sale in the ads after a failed suicide attempt. And he gets into a bit of shenanigans with some random ass people. And so far, it is so wild and weird that I'm having a good time with this. It feels so far removed from his other work. I've only read The Golden Pavilion, and yeah, this is so left field compared to that, but enjoying it a lot. Next up, I have Alphabetical Diaries by Sheila Heti. I put up an Instagram poll asking if I should reread this, and y'all said yes. So here we are, gonna do it. Mostly because I highlighted like half of this book. And yeah, I just want to do it in the physical format. So very excited to do that with my physical ARC of Alphabetical Diaries. Next up, we have the most anticipated read of 2024 for me is All Fours by Miranda July. This is her first book in about a decade. And it's about a female artist in her mid-40s and going through it. Yeah, I love Miranda July. She just has this weird way of getting into your heart through odd characters and how her characters interact with each other. Just so weird and wonderful. There's just this brilliant humanity to her people, and I love her for that. All Fours, Miranda July. This is out by Riverhead, May 14th. I also have the new Jane Smiley, Lucky. I don't know what this is about. Out by Knopf, April 23rd. Yeah, I just love this cover so much. I love the brown with the double exposure photography here. This will be my first Jane Smiley, so very excited to dip into her. We also got Shola von Reinhold's Lote. I've heard many good things about this from Bibliosophie. I think, oh yes, we bought it together actually. Or she bought this for me, I believe. Thank you. Je t'aime. And I believe we're doing this for Kitty James Book Club. So very excited to do this as it has been given a bunch of praise. But I believe it's, oh, here it says a decadent celebration of portraiture, queer history, and blackness. Delicious. Can't wait to dig into this. We also have, from Knopf, Blue Ruin by Perry Kunzru. And I just did this because look at the cover. Isn't that stunning? Like, Knopf is truly winning in the cover game because they're doing fantastic work. Very excited to do this. I don't know what it's about, and I want to go into this blind. What is this out? I keep forgetting to say when things are coming out. This is out May 14th. And I'm calling it, but for 2024, reading film scripts, super sexy. Last year it was the teleplay. This year it's the film script. So we have Pierrot by Jean-Luc Godard. And 2024 for me is a year where I'm revisiting a lot of things that have made me. And this film from the French New Wave, yeah, changed how I saw cinema. And I want to read it. And I'll probably give it a rewatch after I read it as well. One film that has changed the way I move through the world and see it through its beautiful technicolor, but also its philosophical inquiries and breaking of film conventions that allowed me to sort of break convention within narrative space when I'm writing as well. I love this because it also has images inside, and I love how vibrant they are. So good. But yeah, can't wait to do this. And sort of my Morrison for the year will be The Bluest Eye. Love this cover so much, very 70s, 80s. And there is the queen herself right there. But yeah, I've heard so many good things about this. And within its short form factor, I know I'm in a doozy for this. So very excited to do this Morrison for the year. And again, with themes of thinking about home and my becomings, I have LA Women by Eve Babitz. This is a novel which follows Sophie, a 20-something Jim Morrison groupie. Fun. Also just love the typeface on this. We love the sky blue background with the golden sun and the twilight blue name there. So beautiful. Eve Babitz is someone who I think about when I think of LA. Sort of the glam, the glitz, and how it's still there, actually. I stayed at 2 hotels over my trip in LA, and they definitely had that old Hollywood feel, and it was wonderful. Another screenplay, we have Hannah and Her Sisters by Woody Allen. I've always loved the sisterhood within this film, and I want to read the characters and how they foil each other, because I think Woody did a wonderful job at creating such rich female characters in this one. It's one of my favorites. I believe it's in my film canon, which I will link down below if you follow me on Letterboxd. 52 movies, 1 movie a week to get to know me, if you're interested. I'm very excited to do this. And from the Disco King himself, we have Gary Lutz, Divorcer. I remember hearing about Gary through Moshfag saying that Gary influenced a majority of her work when it comes to the disgust of the human body and depression. So very excited to do this. I was gonna get the completed stories, but it's a break, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna bring that back with me. So I decided to go with a curated collection, and I just love this so much because there's literally no information about the book, and I just love that. Next up we have Shopgirl by Steve Martin. I don't know why this screamed LA to me, but this is something that I've always seen in my teenhood. I've always wanted to pick it up, and now I've picked it up. There is another edition, I believe, that's in red, but I just love how glossy this silver is with the red typeface here. And I believe there's a film adaptation by Steve Martin himself, so very excited to read this. Seems like a cute one. And my first Joy Williams, we have Breaking and Entering. This is about Willie and Liberty, who are drifters, and they break into Florida vacation homes while the owners are away. Joy Williams is someone who I've always had my eye on, but just like never have been able to find in used bookstores. So very excited to start her. And I just love this cover also. It's just so odd. Like the seagull, the dog, the woman, the reflection of the beach. It's just so good and so odd. I want to like collect all of her, what is this? Vintage contemporaries. I love these vintage contemporaries. They're so 80s, which makes them vintage and contemporary. And we have my first Deborah Levy. This is August Blue. We have it in this FSG ARC copy. I received this like a long time ago, but I just never like, I think I like found it in a heap of books. I was like, where'd you come from? Oh, right, I remember getting you. But like I could never find it because I'm just drowning in books, y'all. What we're dealing with is split selves, wayward selves, femininities, sexualities, avatars, shadows, reflections, alter egos, twins. I'm excited. Like, what's not to like about that? It sounds so rich in themes. And I hear that this isn't like the best Levy out there, but as a first, I feel like it'd be fine. So we're doing that. And I just love this cover so much. Next up, we have After Dark by Haruki Murakami. Y'all, let's take a moment for this cover. Like, look at that. It's a literal disco ball. Also, these covers, these old Murakami covers, none of that like minimalist bullshit. Oh my god, why can't they just do this again? Look how wonderful this cover is. It's so good. After Dark has always made a huge impression on me as a teen because of its atmosphere. It has that like 3 a.m. lonely diner vibes, and that was basically me at a Denny's when I tried to run away from home. That's another story to be told at another point in time. Maybe if we hit 3K, who knows? I've always loved this book so much because of the vibes, and it's just very much of the vibes. And yeah, gonna give it a reread. Next up, we got Susan Sontag's On Women. You know, I'm one of those people who have always been intimidated by Sontag, but I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready. We're gonna tackle her this year with this. It's about feminism, right? Feminism, fascism, and film. Oof, yummy. 7 essays and exchanges. I did this mostly for the cover. I saw it on Instagram a few times, and I just been like, just like the simplicity of it. Her name, the title, the 2 different purples with this eggshell back. Very 80s, and I love it so much. Very excited to start my first Sontag. And last book of the haul is a graphic novel. We have The Case of the Missing Men. What a title. Here, I'll read you. Nancy Drew meets David Lynch. That's it. That's all you need to know. This is by Kris, Bertin, and Alexander Forbes. I think I saw this on Instagram somewhere, and I was just like, I love this cover so much. The girl has a paper plate in front of her face. Like, why? Why? And I did like read a bit of it, and y'all, look at this. Look at them. Look at them in raincoats, paper plate faces. Spooky if you ask me. I've wanted to do more graphic novels as well. I just want to pay the form a tribute. So excited to do this. It's part of a series or like a group of other books, and I really do wonder, do I need to read the other ones? We'll see. Anyway, y'all, those are all the books. Like, call me crazy. This is all I could fit in my luggage. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know if you've loved any of these. Let me know if you hated any of these. I'd like to know. Let's talk in the comments. As always, thanks for being here, watching me indulge in my awful spending habits when it comes to books. And yeah. Anyway, as always, be well, do good work, keep in touch.